Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Love Meg giving out some medical advice on her Instagram page. And of all things, it has to do with not only MLM, but also giving out medical advice when she's definitely not qualified to do so, which is something that I've talked about quite a few times in the past. But if you're interested in seeing what she had to say and my thoughts, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you're clicking on this, I'm sure you know who Love Meg is. She knows no introduction on my channel, but she posted this story. First of all, she posted, another person's child on her social media, which is odd in itself, my opinion. Just even if it's someone else's Instagram reel story or whatever, I still think that there should be some sort of courtesy there when you're posting some other person's child. Again, that's just my opinion, and some people might think that that's just being like way overly obsessive about it. But Meg also has a really big audience, and the person that she reposted might have a really small audience. Who's to say that she wants all of Meg's followers to be having eyes on her own page now? I don't know. But either way, she posted this and said, wow, someone sent me this after talking about how much I love copiaba. It's a type of oil. Hope this helps anyone with a teething baby. And if you guys don't know what that is, it is sold, a lot of different people sell it, but doTERRA, MLM, sells it, and it says it's similar to black pepper. It has a soothing aroma, and when taken internally, supports a healthy immune and cardiovascular system. The thought of giving any of these oils to a young child or an infant, to me, is just super duper scary. They tell you when you're pregnant to really watch your diet and what you're eating and all of this kind of stuff. So to think that you have a young baby and you're giving any of these things to your baby, to me, that doesn't really compute. But I want to read some of the risks according to this Healthline article that I came across. It says, ingesting high doses of copiaba oil resin can cause digestive upset, such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Essential oils should not be ingested. To date, possible hazards or interactions have not been reported for copiaba essential oils. Essential oils are concentrated and should always be diluted when applied topically. So we're not talking about ingesting it, just applying it topically. If you're concerned about a potential skin reaction, you should do a small patch test with diluted essential oil before moving on to larger applications. Most essential oils are used as aromatherapy and diffused into the air. Do think about others in the room, including pets who might be inhaling the aromatherapy. Additionally, if you are pregnant, nursing, or have any underlying health conditions, you should consult with your doctor before using copiaba essential oils. Some essential oils can be dangerous for pregnant women, children, and pets. And then it also gives directions on how to apply it topically using a carrier oil to dilute the essential oil that you're utilizing. But again, we're talking about applying this to the skin, not literally putting it in, directly ingesting it. So I don't know what Meg was thinking, sharing this and essentially giving out unqualified medical advice. But not only did she do this, she doubled down and also shared this other post. And this is the reason I got it from my mom. Her hands shake a lot now, and this was the video that convinced me to get it for her. After reading about it, I realized this oil could help me a lot as well. And that's great. If it worked for her mother, and that's something that, she wants to say, that's one thing. But I hate when medical advice is given out by these influencers who are not qualified. And on top of it, you're promoting products that are sold by a sleazy MLM that preys on mothers, wives, a lot of women. I know that men can get sucked in too, but a lot of times, as we know, based off of the numbers, most of the time it's women that get sucked into these MLMs, and they are given false promises, all of these hopes and dreams. And as we know, also based off the numbers, MLMs are just a money pit, and most people end up losing anywhere from $1,000 all the way over $10,000 by getting involved in these MLMs. And when you want to get out, there's a lot of guilt, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of people trying to talk you down, whether it's from your upline or from other people that are in the MLM with you. So the whole thing is toxic. But for her to put this out and veil it as some kind of cure, some sort of medical miracle that helped with teething and shaking hands and all this kind of stuff. If she wants to say this worked for her mother, that's fine, but it should have been a huge disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. Please consult with your doctor before you introduce this into your routine. Meg is not a doctor. Please do not ever listen to influencers for any medical advice, because my personal opinion, again, as someone who is not qualified, but to err on the side of caution, I will not ever look at an essential oil and say that is going to cure all of my health issues. That's just my opinion. Do I think essential oils are fantastic to use in the home, in a diffuser and things like that? For sure. But when we get into ingesting them, hard pass for me. Having your children ingest them, hard pass. And when it comes to using a little bit in skincare, if it's diluted with a carrier oil, that's a case-by-case basis. If it works for you, that's fantastic. But as an influencer with a very large and influential platform, I don't think that we should be saying this oil is going to help with this medical condition. It should have just been a bigger disclaimer. So if you come across an influencer that is not only pushing products from an MLM, but also giving out unqualified medical advice, if I were you, I would not listen to a word that they say, but that's just my opinion. So secondly, I want to share with you guys that on July 4th, Meg decided to put out this 6-year-old video on her lovemeg.video site. So this is a pattern of what she's been doing. The people that are paying for her platform are seeing videos from 4, 5, 6 years ago that used to be on YouTube. Who would care? That's my question. To me, this is a complete ripoff. It is a complete sham. When she rolled out this paid platform, it was supposed to be new content that she could not put on YouTube. And once in a while, maybe an old video. But from what I've seen, it has been a fair amount of her old content, but put behind this paywall. And it hasn't even been being uploaded at the frequency that she was promising people. So again, I'm not here to tell you guys how to spend your money, but at the same time, you're not getting what was advertised, and that's why I have an opinion about it. If you're going to tell your audience, if you pay for this, you're going to be getting this, and you're not giving them what you outlined, then you're ripping your subscribers off. And I have thought that her lovemeg.video site was rip-off vibes from the time that she announced it. I just didn't like the feeling that I was getting from it. And now that I see that this is a pattern of her putting up old, stale content, who cares? Who cares what you were doing 4th of July 6 years ago? On top of it, a lot of people weren't even celebrating July 4th this year for, miscellaneous obvious reasons. So I just thought that this was funny, but it was just another example of her pattern of putting old shit behind a paywall. So either way, I did want to share these with you guys. Reminder, please don't take any solid advice from an influencer, especially without talking to your doctor. And if you do decide to use essential oils, if I were you, I would support any business aside from an MLM. And that would include doTERRA, Young Living, I'm sure that there's a couple others. Those are the two main ones that I think of. Go to your local health food store, go to Whole Foods, or go to any other website online, and you will find all of the amazing essential oils that your heart could desire. But either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.